Well, I'm back at it today. It's the next day, and we're working in the shelter to the Packhouse. I mentioned the doors that I had. I've got those in the van. I've got 2 or 3 more doors inside, but when I was in here, Dad had kind of used some wood to, well, I'm all kinds of dark, aren't I? There we are. To block off some of the open area here. I'm not sure why. I mean, critters can just go around the other way, but anyway, there was stuff there. And I looked at a couple of them and I'm like, wait a minute, I think those are from the barn. Like, they're barn doors. Let me show you what I mean. Spin this around real quick. Right here. See that? That's barn door. Even got where the little, latch was or whatever there. And there's another piece down there. Well, now I know I'm going to be really dark in here, so y'all are just going to have to bear with me. But when I got in here and it opened up this little spot and it opened it up, there we go. It opened it up so I could see under the pack house. Well, you remember I've already pulled out some stuff from, like around the other side. And I thought, ooh, well, let me look and see, if there's like anything that's been stuck right here, right? Okay. You flip it around. So this is the spot where the door was, right? Let me see. Let me set my stuff down here for a second. And get the flashlight so you can actually see. So I started looking, all under here and didn't see anything. Well, right here, there's some metal pieces. And I just thought, oh my God, how fun is that? Those are metal things that I'm 100% certain that Granddaddy stuck under there. Now, they were probably broken or just pieces of something else, but you know me, I don't care. If it's old, I want it. Now, I've already pulled out this. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a piece of something. I've also pulled out this that I'm not sure what it is. That was probably broken off something. And then we've got this, which I feel like that was part of a tractor thing, but I'm not even 100% certain on that. So I thought, well, there's, a handful of other things in there. So I'm going to go get the camera real quick and I'm going to show you what I get. So let me set up a little tripod here real quick. We'll see what we get. Okay. Hopefully y'all can see me. Okay. Let's see what we got under here. Now I know that looks like a piece that went to a shovel or part of the tractor. I think he broke the corner off of that. Now, I don't have any idea. Shake some of the sand off here. I don't know what this is, but I pulled out a couple other pieces. You can kind of see it, right? And it's like springy, like it was a hose of some sort. So I think that goes with a couple things I already have. Oh, let's see. Here's the other piece of this. So this tells me these two went together somehow. I don't know how. I probably have to ask my brother or somebody. So there's that. What else have we got in here? What is that? Well, somebody had an old can of something. I can't even see what that was. Okay, what else? What else? That looks like piping, so I wonder, that probably goes with that other piece. All right, what else? Whew, This is the glorious part, y'all. This is the part I don't usually show you. Okay, so there's another part of a plow. Looked like he broke off that little piece right there. What else? Okay, I know I can't reach that. I could probably... muck off of it. Maybe this was a part of a tractor wheel, tractor hub, something like that. If y'all know what some of this stuff is, let me know. That's cool. All right, let me see if I got anything else. That may be it that I can reach anyway. Let's see. Yep, I think that's all I can find right there. So that's pretty cool. And guys, ooh, let's see, let me take you off that. There we go. Messes up the sound a little bit when I use the tripod. But that's why when you're doing this kind of thing, when you've got to clean up and go through something like this. You know, people back in the day, if Granddaddy had been out here changing these parts out or whatever, if they were broken, he wasn't going to use them anymore. He didn't think anything of it. You just throw it under the pack house, it gets it out of the way, you know, no big deal. And that's what they did. And so when you're going through and looking and cleaning out and all of that kind of stuff, don't forget to check under stuff. Dig a little bit, get a flashlight, see what you can see, because you never know what somebody has squirreled away. That's my new favorite saying. You never know what somebody has squirreled away like that. And it's up to you to find it, to dig, get a flashlight, get a shovel if you need to, and see what you can get. Now, are any of these things earth-shattering? No. I mean, no, they're not. Does that matter to me? No. Not in the least bit. Because Granddaddy had this, used it, worked with it, you know, used it somehow here on the farm. And y'all, that's all the reason I need to get it, to keep it, and to clean it up a little bit, to learn what it is, because that's the other interesting thing too. When you find something like this that you don't know what it is, it's a good opportunity to stop, to look it up, to maybe find a group, you know, on Facebook, something like that, and learn what it is, how it was used. You know, every generation that goes by, we lose knowledge. We gain knowledge in other areas, of course, as progress. We know I don't like that word. But as progress and things go on, we do learn new things, but I feel like it's important to not forget how we got here and to what got us here in the first place. And I just love learning. I just love learning what these things are and how they were used, and they're gonna look really nice up on the garage of my mountain house one day. Okay, well, I just wanted to show y'all that real quick, because like I said, I started digging and I was like, oh, wait a minute, let me share with folks what I'm doing and how stuff happens. This is just how stuff happens. So I'm back to loading doors and putting up my new goodies. You ever cry just out of frustration? Or, I don't know, being tired physically, mentally. Oh my God. And I think this little breakdown is because I talked to our developer guy a few days ago, and the closing was supposed to be in December. It's around the 7th or the 8th right now. And he said that it was going to be more than likely extended into the first week or so in January. And that was 2 or 3 days ago, when I've kind of, sometimes things, I don't know, take a while to kind of come out. At least they do with me. And I'm already tired. I mean, God, I have just been doing so damn much. And, sometimes I make light of it, but I've pushed myself physically a lot farther than I should have gone. Simply because I just had to. You just do what you have to do. Right? And that's what I've done as best I can. But it takes a toll. And when I guess, I hide stuff. I don't hear, because this is the whole point of me doing this, but I don't walk around and talk about how physically tired I am, or how mentally tired I am, or just how close I am to the breaking point. I just don't. So I think people kind of get this false idea that, oh, she's doing okay. She's doing okay because she's fine. Look at her. She's moving stuff. She's whatever. Yeah, y'all don't see this. You just don't see the breakdowns that I've had from being mentally and emotionally and physically tired. Oh my God. Maybe that's why I save it for here. Because here I can. This is the whole point. It's the whole point of it. Right? But I hide it. And so I do think that most people close to me, I mean, they probably know, oh yeah, she's probably a little worn out from doing all this stuff, but y'all just don't know. You just really don't know. You just really don't know. So sometimes it takes 2 or 3 days. And you kind of feel it. I don't know about all y'all, but when you have stuff going on like this that is just taxing you so bad, you kind of feel it coming on. Like you're maybe down for a few days, or you get angry, maybe quicker. It doesn't take long to get you mad, kind of thing, get you irritated. And today is just that day. Like I said, I've had 2 or 3 days since, talking to the guy. And the one main drawback to having it in January is that it is tax related. I mean, right? You're going to pay taxes on what you get. And we've got the other side that we're closing on next year too. So I was really hoping to kind of at least divvy up that tax burden, right? But on the plus side, trying to be realistic here, on the plus side, it gives me a bit more time. It did make me feel a little sense of relief, because I've been sitting here like every single day not knowing what the damn date was going to be. And like, am I going to get an email that says, okay, it's in 2 weeks, and I'll talk about panic mode. I've mentioned panic mode before, but holy cow. So, I mean, I've been living with that, trying to do all the stuff that I'm doing. So to hear that, it was like, oh, okay, so that takes one burden off my mind, you know, because I know, okay, I don't have to be in panic mode. You know, it's like the second week in December, I've got time. I mean, right? Realistically, from here, I've got probably a month. Oh, okay, that's wonderful. That's positive. You know, I'm trying to look at the positive of that. I get a bonus Christmas here. You know, you saw my Christmas video last year where I had, you know, my grandmother's little decorations, and I did some treats and was here for New Year's and stuff like that. And because I assumed that last year, you know, would be the final Christmas. I figured we would be out by here. So that's positive, right? That's positive. I get a bonus Christmas. I get, you know, a bonus New Year. More than likely. We'll see when I can schedule demo, you know, to come in, but trying to focus on the positive, you know, that's good. You know, I've got the extra time and all that. And I still have a lot to do. You know, I've still got the furniture to get into the storage unit. I still have, you know, got a few bins. I still have got some stuff in the outbuildings. I have moved a lot of stuff. So there's that. But sometimes you just reach breaking point because you're so tired. And I said in another video, a much earlier video, that somebody had, you know, asked me initially kind of what this was like. And my response was that it's like when somebody's terminal and you're waiting. And for any of you, and I'm sure all of you at some point at this stage in your life, whether it was grandma, grandpa, cousin, aunt, uncle, mom, dad, I mean, whoever, you know that torture, that just mental, physical, emotional torture of waiting for something to be over that you know is going to be over. And torture is the only way that I can describe it. And I try, like I said, oh my God. Yeah, today's a bad day, folks. Bad day. You try to focus on what you've got to do. And you try to focus on the positive, like the having, a bonus Christmas and all that. But it's just ripping out my damn heart. It's just ripping it out. And I don't know what's worse. To have it prolonged or extended. I don't know, however you want to look at that. Or to get a message that says, hey, we're closing in 2 weeks. And I'm in panic mode. Like, oh my God, at this point, I don't know what's worse. I don't know what's worse. But today's a bad day. And like I said, I have felt it coming on the last couple days. And it sucks because there's nothing you can do about it. There's just nothing you can do about it. It's like being on a damn roller coaster. And all you can do is just ride the ups and downs, as best you can. So, I think I'm gonna go inside and have a good cry, because what else do you do, right? What else do you do? Fall apart a little bit, because sometimes you just have to do that, right? You just have to get it out somehow. Whew. So I think I'm gonna do that. try to pull myself back together. I've got dinner tonight with my niece, so that'll be good. You know, that's something positive to look forward to. But y'all, let me just say, the folks that you know, your friends and family and all that, just because it looks like somebody is having an easy time with something, just because it looks on the outside like they're okay, like they're handling something well, oh, it looks like they're not in pain, whether, you know, that be mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever. Just because it looks like that on the outside doesn't mean that they are not absolutely, positively falling apart on the inside. Because some of us just hide it from everybody else until a moment like this, where we choose to share it. So, if you know somebody that is having a rough time with anything, I mean, whatever it is, please do not assume they're okay. Especially if they've always seemed strong. Because, as I've said in other videos, I'm the strong one. Okay? I'm the strong one. And I'm broken. Broken. And I think, you know, we think sometimes that those closest to us are going to be the first to recognize that. And I think sometimes they're the last, because they've known you so long, they've known you to be strong, they've always known you to be fine, you know, so you just get used to how somebody is. But, like I said, it does not mean that they are not falling apart behind closed doors. So, check on them, ask some questions. Don't just say, how you doing? Because somebody's initial response is just, I'm fine. How fine are you? Like, no, seriously, talk to me. What is going on? What are you struggling with? What's in your head? What's happening? I want to know. That's where it's at. Don't assume. Because I know people assume that about me. And I can tell you, I'm not okay. Not okay. I haven't been okay in 2 years. Actually, probably a little bit longer than that, but a whole other story. All right, I'm going to stop rambling. I just felt like that's a good PSA for today. All right, y'all. Let's just keep going, right? That's all we can do. Just keep going.